Hello, internet friends. My name is Bay. Welcome back to more Control, but I'm bad. This will be the second DLC, the AWE Deluxe or whatever expansion. This is going to be the apparently the Alan Wake themed DLC. And to get us ready to go, this hotline popped up a while ago, but let's just reconnect.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there. A presence. Jesse Faden could hear it. A call. It was faint, reaching for her from a dark place. Faden was sensitive to visitations. She had them all the time. From her guiding star and the previous director. She was the perfect receiver. As if she'd been made for this. Faden paused to feel it. The force at play here. It was changing things around her, subtle, trying to make her act. Faden didn't like that. Her guide felt it too. Polaris didn't flare up in defense as with the hiss, so it wasn't all bad. Not a hostile transmission. It was powerful, but it was coming from far away, and made weak because of the distance. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man, a man desperate to escape. She sensed something else too, a hunger in the dark, not unlike the hostile resonance, waiting. She knew that desperate acts can have grim consequences. It was this, more than the man's despair, that made her follow the call. The elevator lights winked back on. The darkness receded like a memory. There was a new button on the elevator control panel. Investigation sector. Faden pressed the button. The elevator doors slid shut with practiced bravado.
Thank you, Alan, for that setup there. Very good. I am curious how this will directly connect, if anything, due to... It's also weird that I guess what Alan is writing is called A Dark Place, but that the fact that the DLC is called AWE. A Dark Place. Just making that note for myself. Obviously, it's not going to only be that, but we have Investigations Sector. We changed up Jesse's outfit. Got the director outfit on. I feel like that's appropriate for this. Huh? You all right?
Hello? Anyone here? Guess not.
Nope. Hello, Polaris. The tractor supplement. Resignation letter. Blibbity blah of 2019. To whom it may concern, is with great anger and regret that I tender my resignation as head of investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's... My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame this situation on our... who has routinely ignored my request for assistance in reclaiming parts of the investigation sector lost to the loose slide. I will forget the screams of I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open that firebreak. I will carry the shame for the rest of my days. The has failed his agents. I shall never forgive him for that. I'm assuming the director. Sincerely, William Kirkland. Of Kirkland Brand? Spelled differently. And we have a new case file here. The tractor? A whole freaking tractor? Miscommunication led to local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. Male, Caucasian, case summary, 33-year-old male found dead on his property. Police report. Police per report, remains obtained for coroner office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Blunt force injuries, head, lacerations, left ear and cheek. Blunt force injuries, extremities, dislocation, right knee. Complete avulsion of the right upper extremity with associated fracture of the, oh, he was cut in half? Or almost chopped in half? I mean, tractor. Complete avulsion of multiple organs, including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of the large and small intestines, all missing from scene. In my opinion, that Mr. Burroughs' death is not a result of a mechanical accident as claimed by authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with an animal attack. What if the
seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the bureau.
Missing agents. 2017. Mr. Kirkland, here are our latest agents confirmed to missing, presumed dead from the contaminant breach yesterday. John Connor? Ezra? What is happening? A Star Wars reference and a Terminator reference? I don't know what Ezra's last name is. I forgot. Caroline Dempsey, Lindsay Malcolm. Malcolm in the middle. Charlize Murray. Derek Shaw. Letters of condolence will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to their families. They'll be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, pre-request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations were not archived yet. Only hard copies of reports exist behind the Firebreak. They're lost, I'm afraid. So, is this in tandem with the actual overall contaminant, like the containment breach that we just dealt with, or is this a previous one? Because now I'm trying to put the timeline together. Is this a different instance or the same one? So, oh my god. Darling investigation? Per authorization for Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation D0845 was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research, despite accounts of anonymous regarding inhumane treatment of currently housed in the Bureau. Our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of sector personnel seem to be wholly unaware of any such contained there. One confirmed the its code name to be Kaka, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were simply blocked from entering the research wing to interview the staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. Like animals? What if the tractor was inhabited by a bear spirit? While this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darling, we do recommend an investigation into research. Oh my god, we have so much. Casey inquiry? Mr. Dennis. A request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all our files on Bright Falls, specifically on the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. Ah, now we're getting somewhere. Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, the IIEA, I guess, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. But I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sound familiar, right? Mm-hmm. Because Alex Casey's the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with a writer's fiction coming true. I think it's worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start surveillance on this guy. Special Investigator Gleason. Am I meant to pull the power out? The light's not working anyway. I'm assuming I'll need that somewhere else. All my papers, Batman. Cauldron Lake update to Chief Investigator Dennis the Menace. It happened again, third time this year. Something certainly has it out for our car. Could be raccoons. Locals certainly complain about them enough. But why the hell would trash pandas keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got the Bureau tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problems is the staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on Lake if we won't let me see any data? I'm assuming it's Cauldron Lake? Cauldron Lake update on Cauldron Lake. Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their info with the investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some trash panda traps. Sincerely, Agent Estevez. Oh my god. Staffing issue? Mr. Dennis, so yes, there's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it has been a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why this is, or that is even. However, it seems that a tiny little detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing and ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit, we're barely managing to keep up with the workload. Hell, just filing the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. Another thing, and this is going to sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. This lobby isn't meant to accommodate the whole sector's worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigation to a more suitable location months ago. It better not still be sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and as Kirkland's interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson. That's a whole lot of world building all of a sudden, just slamming me in the face. Oh, there's more. Keystone inspection. Mr. Kirkland, we stopped at Keystone on our way to the target AWE like you asked. I'm sending my report directly to you to try to keep a lid on this Grumman Morales desertion issue. We didn't find any signs of them there. Given their record, it is possible they've switched teams like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. Switched teams? An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think Grumman and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. Reminds me of the Ordinary case, but that was just the adults, if I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. If it was an AWE, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town, and the only strange thing we noticed were markings on various buildings. 2 overlapping circles with a dot in the shared space. Could be unrelated. I'll show you the pictures when I get back. In the meantime, you should send a team out there to cordon this place off and maybe get the comms guy working on a cover story. Sincerely, Agent Keenum.
There. Now that gate should open.
This area is tractor procedures. This is not in. Item is not in Bureau custody. Unknown. A Frank Elk tractor, olive green, dried blood on the grill when last seen. Oh yeah, it's the tractor that Alan had to fight, or at least one of them. Didn't we fight 2 tractors in Alan Wake? I think we fought 2 tractors. But there was one specifically on the farm. Item is capable of vocalized responses or growls and unmanned locomotion, considering highly aggressive and dangerous. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of the Burrow Farm outside of Trenton, Texas. So this is a different one than the specific one that Alan dealt with, but he still had to fight a tractor. Local authorities arrived on the scene after the employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panicked calls from federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communications staff. A team was dispatched. On arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by growling like a bear. Remember what I said earlier. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mrs. Burrows only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier the night of the incident. Where these events connected is currently unknown. Probably not. Old married couple. I'm assuming these are all AWE location maybe, or agents in the field. I don't know. Ethics investigation. Official findings report the prime candidate program. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, Internal Investigations P1429 was launched into the legality of the prime candidate program by the Federal Bureau of Control. Since all subjects relevant to the investigation use executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint a alarming clear picture of systemic blabadop and squinglebab. Squibble-doo were brought to the oldest house and placed under squag examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. So this is Jesse? Is this children were brought into the oldest house and placed under a scientific examination or whatever? Children? This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in the traumatic wabob of paranaturally inclined. Not only is this branch of the breach of the Ash Act, but it flies in the face of basic human decency, I guess? Why would that be omitted? This investigation team unequivocally the prime candidate program and recommends it be immediately. Coming through! Let me out. Oh my gosh, Polaris, I'll get there eventually. I'll get there eventually, Polaris. Holy crap. Specimen escape assessment. The purpose of internal investigation X0397 is to examine the containment failure of specimen SI1 that resulted in the deaths of agents. An inspection report of the contaminant or the containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no flaws. Investigators suspect human error to be the case, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the researchers' notes on the specimen from the internal network. On the the specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggressive quapapa. Cross-referencing that date with various logs found only 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routine. The air filters were changed, and an hour prior to the incident, a civilian named Alice Swingle-Schwang Bangledank entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. Given their connection to the same AWE case, it is likely that Ms. Huang's presence is relevant to the specimen's escape and to the investigation is ongoing. Beep beep. Beep beep. Control point me.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
Sealed area, but a cord? Oh my god, can I stop reading? The Blessed Organization. This group individual has operated outside of the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to the Ultra Item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an altered item. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repairs, or Blessed Repair, I guess, in service was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. Goes back quite a ways. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and OOPs is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed Organization. I wonder if we're going to find out a lot about them in this DLC, or if that's going to be Alan Wake 2's jam. Oh, I guess we're pulling the damn cord. Guess we'll go to the motel and casino real quick. Oh.
Do we know each other? This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake. Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom,
Whoa.
the poet. The diver, you look different.
That was just a role, a character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink.
Yo, Night Springs me? Dr. Darling?
Yep.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Riding?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen him.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
That was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here?
Whatever the flobble-do-goop that ever meant.
Thomas Zane was with him.
Thomas Zane is just Alan Wake.
The poet. No, wait. he was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
Ha! All right, same procedure. Well, similar-ish. What are we doing? The vending machine turned on? Why does it sound so loud? Oh no. I think my game crashed the moment the light popped. Oh no. These DLCs have had all the crashes in my entire playthrough. Let me go see if I can fix it. Alright. I fixed it. I think.
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came, a resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Hotline me.
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate. The Federal Bureau of Control had stolen his life's work. This was his last chance, his final experiment. What he'd been too scared to do before. Hartman dove into the lake, was taken, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Only an echo of him remained, fragmented impulses on autoplay, violent, bloodthirsty darkness in the driver's seat. Emerging from the lake, the thing was captured by the F.B.C. Brought in, contained, studied. The thing broke loose, killed everyone it could. The F.B.C. fell back and sealed the sector. The thing was alone in the dark, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. Not darkness, but similar enough. A sound. A resonance. It shouldn't be a surprise. If there's one, why not another? The darkness inside the thing could have been immune, could have resisted, fought, could have been passed by, passed through with no effect. But it didn't, and it wasn't. Maybe it had grown weaker over time, not aged. It was timeless, but weaker with no link to its source. A metamorphosis followed. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Okay. Yep. Oh, now the Firebreak's just fixed now. Whoa! Oh my gosh, the investigation sector is large. Wowza. Wait, there's 2 turntables here? 3 turntables here? All right. Damn. Well, clearly I'm going down there where the spark is. Hmm? What are you gonna do? Oh, both sides are broken? And that side's got a whole bunch of... Mmm, yummy. Squished. Very squished.
Creepy, damp, and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
It's a great question. Also, I didn't look backwards, I don't think, enough. Were there any hidden places here? Guess not. I don't know how many times I'm gonna do that whole trope. iPhone is locked down. Yeah, okay. That might as well happen. Totally normal. Just another day in the bureau.
That doesn't look like a house shift.
They're not real.
Do I even want to know?
Probably not. Figure the director now. You signed up for this, Jesse. Well, signed up in a manner of speaking. Shield kills reload. Man, this is a bit of a house shift, though. Right here. New enemies? I think so. Well, that guy's not. Can't really fly much in here. These are just regular goons. Confiscated motive.
Of course, the Hiss are already in here.
Confiscated motive. That's new. Evade cost when at critical health. Weapon reload on shield ability kills. Oh, I see. So you can use the shield to reload your weapon faster. Melee damage after melee kills. Yep. Confiscated motive. We have so many tokens, it's insane. Do have some lore on the ground over there. And right here. A lot of reading in this. Hartman arrest. Emil Hartman. Oh. Victim names. Wake Allen, Anderson Tor, Anderson Odin, blah, 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 Lane Rudolph, Desolé Wendy, Emerson Thomas, and officer named Dennis, Special Agent Remy. Code 4, kidnapping of altered individuals, 1. Sanctions against altered organizations, 1. Obstruction of Bureau investigation, 1. Breaching the Ash Act, 6 counts. Offender's property seized as evidence to be used in conjunction with an ongoing AWE investigation. Offender's personal effects have been sent to research for analysis. So this is Emil Hartman. This was the doctor at the end there at that facility that was helping wayward artists or whatever, right? But clearly was up to something. But was he up to something nefariously or up to something against the Bureau? Because he knew of the Bureau? Clearly, maybe? I don't know. That's not known, I guess, yet. As they're being cleared by Bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Which victim, though? The Bureau doesn't have Alan Wake. Clearly other people, maybe? Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each, except the Anderson brothers due to their senility. Senile, not remembering, old, and Wake possibly deceased. Okay, they think Alan Wake is dead. I mean, Alan did go into a room that descended into darkness and got sucked down into the abyss, and now he's just in a house submarine or something. Is that what I think it is? Foot gossip. Hello, my feet gossip at night, and now I have to wear shoes to bed. Sincerely, me. Who wrote this? Speak up. You may not be watching in chat right now. Maybe on the YouTube comments later. Who wrote this? Nope, I didn't write this. It does not, I did not write this. Nope, because I didn't put it here on the floor in a place I'd never been to yet. Someone was here before me and put this down. Who wrote this? Service tunnel. Service tunnel.
This darkness is blocking the door, so now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows.
So there's darkness in the Bureau now? I don't have a powerful light source. Oh, I guess I could take one of these. Oh, okay. Ah!
Light burns it away, huh?
Yes, it does.
Makes sense.
Can't believe there's freaking darkness in the Bureau now. Oh. Hang in there, skeleton. And mold. They kind of brought it in. Yeah, I guess if they... Oh, there's a whole bunch of lights in here. Maybe to take with me? They're really moving that TV mechanic forward for this DLC. We had that ATI TV camera last DLC. Shaded facets, you say? Those are the mold blob spore things. I think there is a side quest. It's supposed to be a side quest activity. We're just seeing it before we get it. Maybe. Hopefully I got them all. I don't have to come all the way back. Hard hat area, It burnt out my light. Oh, Hartman's here and he's hissified, I guess. But also, I don't know why he's still quoting Justin Bieber. Well, something definitely shifted. Hey, plant, can I talk to it? I cannot talk to the plant. Well. Knock, knock.
The third thing. The sound made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched, like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Faden.
Huh?
The resonance carves its way through the thing that had been Hartman, vibrating, remolding. The sound changes the darkness, and the darkness changes the sound. They both changed what remained of Hartman. They all turned into something else. A third thing. The sound made darker. The darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched. Stretched as anyone when seen from out of time, like a worm through time. Almost an Ouroboros, a spiral, a maelstrom. The gravity well of a black hole, twisting inward, tightening, taking you deeper and deeper to the bottom, the heart, and through to the other side. The third thing said, when you hear this, you will know you're in new you. He said, we build you till nothing remains. He said, under the conceptual reality, behind this reality, you must want these ways to drag you away. He said, baby, 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 yeah, orange peel. The third thing was a monster. He'd tear apart any ordinary person crossing his path. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Faden. There was nothing ordinary about Faden.
Baby. Baby, baby, yeah. Orange peel. Anyway, power blob needed. Need multiple. Oh my god. Eagle Limited summary. The Shadow. Paranatural entity A010, aka the Shadow, is an aggressive son of a bitch consisting of 3 known types. Type A. Localized manifestations of sentient quabbles capable of occupying organic and inorganic material, as well as exerting all over their surroundings. Type B, shaded individuals, human bodies by the Shadow, These individuals become notably more aggressive, but do seem to retain of their previous selves. Research is going as to whether this condition is reversible. And Type C, shaded objects. Similar to Type B, inanimate objects are solely to be used as destructive tools. Each type seems to work towards a shared goal, possibly targeting certain individuals, see AWE 35, which may imply a shared link to a intelligence. The threat this entity poses warrants immediate exploration of offensive defensive measures. The investigation sector is being outfitted with additional lighting sources, some internally powered, to prepare for the eventuality of an Eagle Limited trail derailment resulting in 62 casualties and numerous injuries was suspected to have the work of a paracriminal group known as paracriminal group. Bureau has been tracking said group for the time the intel gathered suggests an event of this caliber was imminent in Bloomington. Okay. Lore me?
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete. This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension. Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all. We are opposing forces, destined to collide. And given this conflict of natures, we know that the light of truth will burn away the darkness, both figuratively and literally. Any significant light source can be used as protection, even weaponry against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness. The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it? With Wake now secure in my lodge, I expect I shall grow closer to learning the answers to these questions. Assuming he cooperates, which is proving quite the challenge. Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge. Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
It's still going. Is there something else on the tape? You just left the recording going when you left. These usually stop when there's nothing to play. So what's going to pop up? It's weird. You have to manually stop it. That's strange.
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented.
Huh. That's different. Oh, we found one of our batteries. We have one battery. We needed multiple batteries, though. Oh, found more bathrooms. Oh, of course. Audio recording in the bathroom. Okay, Hermione, what you doing down here?
Reminder, all employees are required to report their hours at the end of each month. The Federal Bureau of Control maintains that time is not subjective, and hours passed on alternative planes cannot be claimed. Astral dives do not accumulate overtime compensation. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah, see, these all keep going. Do I want to have them all rolling? Is that a thing? Nothing in this game is done haphazardly. It's all deliberate. So do I want like every audio recording rolling like this? That'd be really weird if that was a secret. But I wouldn't know if it was just an achievement because I don't got none of those. Because Epic Game sucks.
Agent Fisher, day 6 inside the motel. Utilized surveillance methods are as follows. Fiber optic cameras slid under the individual room doors. Motion detectors in the lobby area. Tripwire, triggering a flash camera across the main entrance. Even fingerprint powder on the front desk. Results are varying at best. But mostly just inconclusive and unusable.
Oh.
The footage is corrupted. Sometimes even the equipment is damaged. I don't know how exactly. I think this place is making fun of me.
Huh.
That's the only explanation. I can hear them laughing and screaming behind the closed doors. I can hear the call bell go and ding multiple times a day, but when I look, there's no one there. I know I'm supposed to stay out of sight, but I've seen the doors closing just before I can catch even a glimpse of anyone or anything. They're messing with me, whoever they are. I think... Wait, shh. There's something. I gotta get this. Gotta get the cable out. Come on, you fiber optic fuck, cooperate. Okay, there we go.
See, it just keeps going.
All right.
Oh, remember.
That was faint, but I definitely heard movement coming from the hallway. I think I might have finally caught one. Ha! The recording better work this time, or I swear to God, I'll... What? Hello? Who's there? Oh, shit. I'm with the F.B.C. Move away from the door. I have a... Where's my...
Because what's weird about it is you don't know when it stops. It just keeps going. This is a similar map to what was in the Ahti. Yo, Ahti side quests? NASA cooperation review? Following the NASA F.B.C. Coordinated Agreement of 1972, the Bureau has provided NASA with numerous technological advancements based on our research, including the black rock lining now found in all spacefaring vessels. In return, all data gathered during space missions is made available for Bureau researchers to analyze. Recently, certain individuals have raised the concern that this relationship does not adequately benefit the Bureau, either intellectually or financially. A thorough examination of the cost accrued by both organizations has shown that the expense of NASA's recent launch of the far outweighs any spending related to the processing and delivery of BlackRock. From its medium Earth orbit, the will provide the Bureau with an unparalleled resource for remotely monitoring and photographing AWE sites, a resource that would be lost if the partnership ends. It is the opinion of this committee that maintaining a cooperative relationship with our colleagues at NASA is of vital importance. Wait, what? The message starts out by saying that individuals have raised a concern that this relationship does not adequately benefit the Bureau, either intellectually or financially. Then an examination of the costs show that the expense of NASA's recent launch of whatever mission satellite probe outweighs any spending. So they're showing that NASA is spending more to make this happen than what the Bureau is spending. And now I guess they have a satellite in orbit taking photos for AWEs. Or at least something. Okay. The black market. Okay, sure. Why the hell not? Illegal altered item market. Yeah, sure. A black market hub specializing in the trade of occult talismans, relics, and other assorted ceremonial objects, as well as genuine altered and paranatural materials, was raided in Czech Republic by a team of special investigators. Unsuccessful attempts by suspects to escape using altar items resulted in numerous casualties and prevented the Bureau from questioning all participants. Okay. The following interrogations revealed that not only is there a vast network of these retailers, but that they seem to be gathering information on altar items and other paranatural materials from sources unknown to the Bureau. Oh, is there a counter agency to the F.B.C? There was that note earlier about switching sides. So the Bureau's concerns here are threefold. There's a growing underground market for paranatural materials, as one might imagine, which implies a growing awareness of their existence among a niche or niche group of the general public. These criminal individuals do not seem aware of the item's paranatural powers, and their attempts to activate them could prove devastating if done in popular areas even. And the motivations of these collectors are largely unknown. Mr. Krabs? Money! Interrogation complaint? Kirkland. So you put me on desk duty just because I did a thing I was fucking hired to do. My job? You know what I call that? Bullshit. Asking us to interrogate these scum without using words like altar items or AWEs or paracriminal is the stupidest thing I've heard in my life, and I've heard some fucking stupid things. They already know the facts. Hell, they know just how much of they know just as much as us, if not more. And they get to sit there laughing at us while we dance around our words, trying not to leak classified terminology. They already know the fucking terminology. If you think pulling me off the case will stop me, then think again. That piece of shit blew up those tracks. He killed those people, all to make a train turn altered. We have him dead to rights, and you need to let me back in that interrogation cell so I can get him to flip on his buddies. These people are terrorists and deserve to be treated as such. This won't stop unless we stop them. You can go ahead and put me on suspension, see if that slows me down. Agent Hewitt.
Darkness everywhere. New day, same old bloody city, said the old lady. Like tar but good for nothing. Get rid of it. The air in here is getting bad. The vents, they are full of mold shit. It's not good for you. Headache, nausea, mold, depression. The plants in here have died standing up. Lighten them up.
Ah, more plants. All right, let's go make some new friends.
Jesse did comment about plants last DLC. And now there are some plants. I don't know if leaving those on does anything. It's super weird. I don't know. So I want to look up if leaving all those on does anything, or if it's just noise for noise sake, other than being kind of creepy. Why was the floor wet right there? This powers this. Are those Hiss astronauts? Maybe? Spawned behind me. I paid your girlfriend a little visit. What did you do? Yeah, Hiss Rangers. Okay. They looked like they were in spacesuits for a minute there. Eradicate the mold, shine the light on the plants, and eliminate the darkness. Well, I don't know how many of those we actually have available yet. They are weak to basically face shots. This subgroup of Hiss corrupted rangers has manifested the ability to levitate similar to Hiss elevated agents. However, these airborne Hiss rangers display no telekinetic abilities and simply continue to use a mundane Bureau weaponry. His evolution being so similar to the elevated possibly indicates that Hiss can share permutations through a type of network or perhaps osmosis. Jones? It's a pretty bad movie. However, the fact that this development in Hiss Rangers has only been observed in the investigation sector may indicate that an environmental factor is responsible. They could be responding to an altered item or other paranatural element found only in that sector. Or perhaps this is a natural progression of the Hiss Ranger phenotype. Not enough time has passed to determine a conclusion trajectory of development of each of the Hiss manifestations, assuming any such trajectory exists. Well, I guess what? Now, if I take this out, it's going to depower, right? Oh, I can't even anyway. I got to find the other one. I need a power core. I don't remember if there was one back here or anything, right? I don't think so. That was just that. That just turned the lights on in the room, which of course spawned the duders. I did open the door. Another control point? There's a control point right back behind me, though. Well, that's not good. Need to find a light to bring with me, clearly. I don't have any lights, though. There's my light. I also need a power block back there, too.
I don't feel right. Something in this darkness is draining me.
No, it is draining Jesse's stamina. Need another power core. I need multiple. Damn. Vending machine procedure. Hartman background. Door appearance.
Brian Hennerman, 21 years old, resident of Southern Texas.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I really don't understand why I'm here.
You know what you did, Mr. Hennerman.
I do?
Tell me about Delivery Disaster.
The movie? I mean, it wasn't very good.
That's not what your review said, but we'll come back to that. Tell me where you got the movie from.
Movie night with a K, not an N, not night like nighttime, but
Who contacted you? Who told you to review that film?
no one. I just did it because it looked obscure. I didn't even like the movie. I shouldn't have given such a high score, but reviewing obscure films makes you look smart. And I thought if I looked smart, I would get listeners. My podcast would take off and I could move out of my parents' basement, maybe even go to college and get a film degree like I've always wanted to. I swear. I swear, I swear, I swear.
Okay, the kid doesn't know shit. I'm ending the session.
Okay, the kid doesn't know shit. That's movie night with Brian. Yeah, I need lots of power cores. I need like 4 power cores now? Holy crap. Well, this elevator does work. I have to like bring power cores all the way back up here from somewhere else? Because this room needs a bunch? Oh.
Shit. Now what? What is that?
Devour my ugly darkness.
Come on, elevator, time to go.
So nothing even touches it.
Activate lights. Well, I guess they're in here somewhere. I was not seeing power cores anywhere. Also, this is like an actual terrible monster. We didn't have that in the previous game. What the hell? That's like full-on eldritch horror now. Okay. I don't know how to activate lights if I don't know where the batteries are. I need so many batteries. Oh, they're way over there. They weren't there before. What the hell? Why are you stuck? Ow. This is like super weird. All right. I'm just dead. Okay. You just teleported into my bubble and stun locked me and I died. All right. Sure game. That's new.
Let's stay in the light.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's super unfun to deal with. He just appears in my model and just stuns me. I can't do anything about it, and I have to go that far away. I have to, like, lead him away, I guess? Well, I guess it turned on more lights than I thought. Okay. Oh, suddenly there's loot here? Oh, boy. But I can't do any damage to it. Night Springs screenplay, page 1. All right, well, I wasn't expecting this all of a sudden. But I guess if the darkness is involved again, it makes sense. All right, sure. So it can still hit me in the air for a quarter of my HP when I'm trying to fly around it. Noted.
Okay, this room is really intimidating and all, but I know my rights. It's not a crime to try and get a book signed.
Making unauthorized contact with a dangerous paranormal
Pardon me?
entity
Got
is
an audio
indeed
log?
a bureau offense, Mr. Langston, and can be prosecuted as such.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. Listen, this is being blown way out of proportion. All that happened is I heard Dr. Hartman had been brought in, and since I'm a huge Alan Wake fan, I thought it'd be cool to get a copy of The Creator's Dilemma signed.
Mm-hmm.
That's a book that Hartman wrote about.
We know what it is.
Okay, good. So yeah, I was just looking to fill out my Wake collection. I certainly didn't know Hartman had turned into some kind of shadow zombie.
That's a completely inaccurate description.
Whatever, listen, I'm just a desk jockey. I sort papers, do data entry, that kind of stuff. Don't come down on me like this. I made one mistake. I mean, I see people break the rules all the time and no one is pulling them into dark rooms to yell at them. Yesterday, Dave Gleason and his crew were talking to that empty spacesuit and laughing their heads off.
We're letting you off with a warning, Mr. Langston. But this is going on your record, so one more screw-up and our next chat won't be so friendly.
Great. That is just great to hear, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, is there any chance I could get my copy of The Creator's Dilemma back?
Get out.
Wow, rude, toxic. Hartman's just standing there. Get out of here. Fuck off. I can't grab it. Shit. Yeah, fair enough. I'm stuck. How many more are there? Probably one over there. Okay. That's super weird. His rib cage is inverted and is clicking through his back. What the hell? Arcade cabinets. Alright, that's not all the lights, I guess. Where else is there a... Oh, now it's like all the lights now?
Yeah, how do you like that?
Super weird. All right. Once you have all the power banks, you turned it on. All right. That is Super Creep City. I was not expecting that. Now, man, do I like actually do this? Do I go all the way back and bring these power cores with me? Guess so. I don't know what this one does, though. It's just obviously it does something. I mean, did I have one more that needed a core? Maybe not. Maybe not. A little confused. A lot of direct Metroidvania-esque stuff right off the rip here without having to unlock some traversal power or whatever. I thought there was one other power core I needed. Should already start taking notes. Even though I don't even think I even got through all my notes for the last DLC. Although, I do believe I found the majority... Also, those power cores despawned. I do believe I looked through and found the majority of... Okay, well, there's a few more there. Right. We can't go in there. All right. Elevator should work now, I take it? Oh. There's an all the way up. That looks like a for later. Oh, yeah. Eagle. Eagle sector, part of the turntable up there, I guess. All right. Or we're going there now, maybe? We go up one. Or we go down? I don't know. Are we going up or down? Oh.
What are you doing in investigations?
Jesus, don't scare me like that, Langston.
If you're talking right now, I can't hear you. It's a one-way system. Try to find an intercom.
Thanks, Langston. I will. Here's the intercom. What's up, bud?
Langston, it's me, Jesse.
I know. I can see you on the monitors. The cameras in there haven't worked since we sealed that sector off a couple years back.
Oh.
Let me guess. You sealed it because of the monster guy.
Wait, did you see Dr. Hartman?
Yep.
Jesus, I really wish you hadn't opened that firebreak. Okay, listen, you need to find Hartman and kill him before he gets out into the Bureau.
Yeah.
That thing is a person?
He was a person. We brought him here to study after he was, altered in an AWE. I forget the medical word for what happened, but now light physically hurts him. Do you have a flashlight?
Nope.
No.
A lantern?
Nope.
Headlamp?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, flare gun.
Nope.
Oh, Christmas lights. You
Flare
can pop them
gun!
around your-
I don't have any of those, Langston.
Shit. Okay, well, I'm sure you'll think of something. I'll keep an eye on you from the panopticon. This is kind of exciting, right?
Maybe from where you're standing.
Right, okay. Well, break a leg. Oh, why did I say that?
Okay, this Hartman thing can't have gotten very far.
Yo, are we gonna get a flare
Flush
gun?
him out. Langston was right.
The third thing.
This is kind of exciting.
It's just nice to have someone to talk to, you know? Ever since I got put in charge of the Panopticon, people treat me different, like I'm crazy for wanting to work with altered items. People just don't understand the altered items like I do, you know? I don't want to brag, but it does take a very empathetic mind to connect with the items.
Doesn't
Still,
want
I
to
don't know why
brag.
people are making it so personal.
Right.
I mean, the teams in research handle paranatural materials every day, and no one thinks they're weird. Well, maybe that's not true. Darling is famous for being a bit out there, but when he's weird, it's charming. Altered items really aren't that frightening once you get to know them. If you figure out what they like or don't like, you know, what sets them off, then there's nothing to worry about. I guess at the end of the day, we're still just wild animals scared of our own shadows. We're supposed to be on the same team, but sometimes
He's
it
still
feels
talking.
like it's every department for themselves, like it's a race and we're all trying to be number one. If it is a race, though, I'd say Darling is a mile ahead of everyone else.
He is dead,
Trench's
though.
golden boy for years, but that relationship has gotten pretty tense, or so I've heard through the grapevine. Not that I spread rumors, just, you know, people talk. Not me, though. I keep my nose to the grind. Too much work to do to focus on those kinds of things. I need
Langston.
to focus so I can get my work done and get home to feed Alfred.
He's
of
just
course,
gonna talk forever,
can't always
isn't he?
make it home for mealtime, so I have my neighbor check in on Alfred at 7 o'clock if I'm not back yet. She's very nice. Her name is Maria. She's older. She came to New York in the 50s to attend school and has been here ever since. Big family.
He's still going, by the way.
Anyway,
He is still going. If I walk back out there and he's still talking after I come out from this side area, I will walk away. This is the
Anyway, she has a
Framara.
key to my apartment. She gives
Oh,
Alfred
fuck!
dinner if I'm not home. I'm gonna have to buy her a nice fruit arrangement as a thank you after this. I'm missing a lot of Alfred's meal times. She's probably gonna have to go to the store for more wet food. I'll have to remember to pay her back. Hold on, let me make a note. Pay back Maria for Alfred's food. Okay. Oh, one more thing. And buy her all right, done. Are you a cat person? I don't think I ever asked. You seem like one, though. You'd like Alfred. He's very proper. Really carries himself well, you know? I named him after my favorite poet. Felt like a good fit. I got Alfred just before Sylvia died when I was at the... You know, I don't really remember where I got Alfred from. But, boy, those two did not get along. Oh, no. Sylvia thought she owned the place. Didn't like me getting in her way, scratched me more than once when I was just trying to move her food bowl. That cat was a real asshole.
Wow.
I'm realizing now that
That's
language was
kinda
not
harsh.
entirely professional. You see, Sylvia didn't tolerate most people, or animals, or anything. And that's what I meant when I said asshole.
I would never use that word about a person. It was just, hey, there's a light flashing on the console here. I got to, check this out. I'll get back to you later.
Real smooth, Langston.
I was hoping he would just keep talking. And I would just stand here for the next 20 or however long minutes of this episode. And he would just keep talking. Hello. Oh no. The darkness. Ew. Okay. I guess close enough. Yeah? Making weird noises now? Oh. Toilet shield. Yeah, kinda. Slurp. I'll take some shaded facets, though. Federal Bureau of Control, United States of America. Invenio investigate investigato or gatio imperium. I mean, it's usually Latin or something to feel special. His life is in your hand. Let's work hard. Dun 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 dun. When the doom music kicks in. Oh, I should have brought my flashlight with me. Level 8, dude. Oh, mother. Oh, I thought it was a stealth guy. Just a baneling. Was not the stealth guy. This darkness holding it shut from the other side, it looks like. Of course. Of course. Out of there. Will this do anything from up here, though, or no? No. I'm gonna go around. Okay. Give me this. Now I can push the button. What does this button do? Opens the elevator. Really? Where'd my light go? Huh? I just dropped it right next to me and now it's gone? Alright, well. Oh, it teleported back over here. Of course it did. There's a bunch of darkness in that room. New mission, Shroom. Just picked up a side quest? I'm not even gonna look at these. They're level 4s. Get out of here. Find and interact with the arcade machine altered item. Okay. Arcade machine altered item. Arcade cabinet. A distance of 10 feet between the items suppresses their effect. Effect only triggers on physical contact. Items are a pair of arcade game cabinets originally designed for the game Shroom and Shroom 2. Kulger's Revenge. The games are manufactured by Bonco Entertainment, now out of business, despite being a popular arcade game in Japan during the late 80s and 90s. Is this a real game? I'm not putting an R in it. I'm saying Shroom. I'm trying to roll the H, I guess. I don't know. Is this a real game? Well, pop, it means noise. It's a that's what it translates to. I'm getting Eurovision entries. There's a song called this, actually. Hold on, let's get the pronunciation for it, actually. How to pronounce? One second.
Shum.
Oh, it's just shum.
Shum.
I bet it doesn't have the little dots over the U. So I'm not sure if that's the same. I thought the dot... I gotta look at that up. What is the double... I forgot what those are called. Double dots over a letter. So that's an umlaut. Double dots used to do dialect in case there was functions and another yeah. Yeah, that's an umlaut. Usually it's only over vowels. Right. No, well, that they're all called umlauts. This one specifically is called a diaresis, I guess. The double dot. It's Swedish. We don't speak that foul language. I'm reading it, but it's German, not Swedish. Well, it's German. Examples of these are in German, Swedish, Finnish, and Estonian. Yeah. So a diuretic is this one. I was messing it up. I thought umlaut was a certain type. But these are diuretical marks. An umlaut. Okay. So I guess that might be how it's pronounced, even though I thought it sounded a little different. I tasted. Tasted. Okay. And vending machine. Vending machine. None known. Testing in the investigation sector is currently ongoing. A vending machine is front covering in faux wood paneling, coin-operated buttons for selecting food products. Keynote there is food products. Item generates and stores a variety of material, both edible and otherwise, in its rows of internal trays. Internal testing suggests the item reacts to the mind of the individual in closest proximity and will produce whatever they subconsciously desire. That's some cyberpunk level stuff. You actually do a side quest for a sentient vending machine in cyberpunk. Attempts to cause the item to create living quabla have consistently failed. Like living subjects? Or living what? Item was discovered in a nursing home in Alberta after a resident named Muriel Hua called the local news station about a magic vending machine. The news story reported that the nursing home staff was purposefully stocking the machine with distinctive food and objects as a way to raise residents' spirits. The Bureau response team encouraged this story while confiscating the item. Door appearance? So, an excursion into the Ocean View Motel and Casino discovered a previously unseen door in the lobby hallway. This door featured a spiral-shaped marking. Yep, we saw that. That was the one that we touched it in the Alan Wake gobbledygook happened. Designation door swirly swirly. Similar to the other doors, it's locked and cannot be forced open. Alan Wake, a person of interest in the Bright Falls AWE, referred to AWE 35 for details, and the former wife of missing author Alan Wake, a suspected para-utilitarian and wait, his wife? Alan's wife was a suspected para-utilitarian? Contacted agents Shaw and Dempsey of the investigation sector using the phone number given to her in 2010 in accordance with civilian outreach protocols. The call resulted in Mrs. Wake being brought into the oldest house for an in-person interview. For a full transcript referred to on 2017, the excursion into the Ocean View Motel occurred later the same day. Whoa. So his wife was brought in? Interesting. Determining whether this was a basic synchronicity event, if Alice Wake is responsible for its appearance, or if the door itself relates to AWE 35 is paramount. She should be returned to the oldest house, possibly even taken into the motel itself to confirm any other changes, if any other changes occur. Well, I got news for you. In Hartman's background, Dr. Emil Hartman is an academic psychotherapist that owned and operated a recovery center in Bright Falls, Washington, focused on the treatment of artists struggling with creative blocks and other mental disorders. Publicly, Dr. Hartman's treatment center seemed unremarkable in its methods and purpose. Privately, however, Dr. Hartman was abusing his patients in order to utilize any latent para-utilitarian or paranatural abilities they may possess, with the aim of shaping to his own benefit, which has earned him a Class 2 paracriminal designation. Note for more on the link between artists and their ability to wham reality through artistic mediums. See file Quibblebop. Investigation has proven that Dr. Hartman's illegal endeavors were conducted alone. After being approached by the Bureau during the Bright Falls investigation, he displayed no remorse or intention to cease his actions. Dr. Hartman was taken into custody, evaluated, and released some number of months later. Having been deemed a negligible threat, his medical license has been permanently revoked. Wait, he was released. So when did he become this weird darkness zombie monster thing? When did his rib cage invert inside his body and then split his back open to become weird insect wings? When did that happen? Oh, on Tuesday? Oh. Okay, on Tuesday. Go drink my lemonade and just on Tuesday. And Night Springs screenplay, page 1. Note this screenplay was found after the Bureau acquired the Night Springs television series, and its past episode script appears to be written by Alan Wake as part of the application to become one of the show's writers. Alan wrote scripts for Night Springs? Did I know that? Or is this new information? Episode Over the Threshold Darkly by Alan Wake. Host voiceover. It is only human nature to wish to control the forces around us, and even more so to possess them. But what happens when these forces are not ours to claim, or even of this world? What if there are things you can discover?
In Night Springs.
Wait. I didn't have really a filter set up specifically for that, but I could. Interior Secret Lab Night. We are in a secret lab. The large sign on the wall reads the Federal Bureau of Night Springs. I told you several times, Director. It isn't ready. It's ready when I say it's ready, Doctor. But the being beyond the portal, we have no control over it. I can make a little, like, Avatar, you know, previously.
It is only human nature to wish to control the forces around us.
Kind of something like that. Okie doke. Elevator time.
Shit.
Is that too much darkness? Is this death? No, it's just gooey. Oh, hi. That's weird. Yo! Strike me up this tungsten lamp. That'll bake the darkness something fierce. Okay. She said shit because she dropped her light. Oh, I didn't drop it. I was thinking it would stay on and start burning away the goo on the ground. But clearly it did not do that. It did not burn the goo. I have 2 buttons. Okay, it moves the platform train. Turn the light on! That is embarrassingly low power. Also, apparently it was in the right spot at the start. I don't know, I can't tell. Does it actually say? That'd be crazy. A D32? Could be a 32 watt then? No, there's no way. No way. All right, we gotta move it over twice, it looks like. I punched it too fast. I think this will do it for the start of this DLC chunk, by the way, for the VOD viewers out there on YouTube. Do I have to send it and then do it in motion? Nope, it just stops immediately. Oh, I gotta pull the plug on it when it's close enough. Okay. It's lined up when it's here at the stairs. Yeah. Oh God. Thank you all for watching, of course. Thank you for watching live if you have been. And if you want to watch more by the time this is out, all of Alan Wake is out. The first game. And we'll be on to Alan Wake 2 here before too much longer. It'll be as part of Thankmas 2024. The yearly charity event we do around the holidays. It's I feel like it's my 4th year in a row doing this. But I know I've done it earlier than that. But I have to go look on my Tiltify, which I'm not doing until I work over the weekend. What's behind this door, I wonder? Yeah? All right.